Vancouver Island's southern coastline, serene beauty and incredible cityscapes, tracing an international marine boundary, awe-inspiring lighthouses.
This is Fiskard Lighthouse. It's the oldest permanent lighthouse on the west coast of Canada.
Natural marine wonders.
Seaweeds are one of those fabulous organisms here in the ocean that is quite ancient.
And man-made marvels.
The sunken garden, it's the one they come around a corner and go, wow, when they see it laid out in front of them.
Now, we reveal the coastlines like never before, unlocking the secrets of our maritime past, present, and future. Canada, over the edge. On the west coast of Vancouver Island, Carmana Point Lighthouse marks the entrance to Juan de Fuca Strait. The international waterway dividing Canada from the United States. The site of hundreds of shipwrecks, Juan de Fuca Strait had been infamous to mariners as far back as the 1850s. With a lighthouse already operating on Washington State's Cape Flattery, and with new trade routes emerging from China and Japan, the 1891 construction of a station here ensured safe passage along this marine boundary. "20 kilometers southwest, Port Renfrew marks a rare human presence along this far-removed stretch of Canada. The tiny town sits in an inlet known as Port San Juan, nestled behind scenic San Juan Point. Around the point, to the southeast, Juan de Fuca Provincial Park lies ahead. It is a rugged West Coast masterpiece. Home to marine life and seabirds. The warm climate and high precipitation make this the perfect setting for some of Vancouver Island's most impressive forests. Featuring massive western hemlock, western red cedar, Douglas fir, and Sitka spruce. On the shoreline, Spectacular sea caves stretch more than 20 kilometers. At Sheringham Point Lighthouse, built 100 years ago, civilization returns. This is the town of Souk, home to just over 10,000 people, the westernmost community along Vancouver Island's southern coast. This town is quickly becoming known as a tourist and recreation destination. Souk residents also carry a strong connection to the open waters beyond, harvesting its rich, unique resources.
Many people know Victoria as a city of gardens, and as I like to tell people is that I have the wildest garden on the West Coast. I'm standing here on Whiffin Spit in Souk, British Columbia, the west coast of Vancouver Island. Right behind me is the Juan de Fuca Strait and the beginning of the outer coast. The Juan de Fuca Strait is big, broad, and wide, and way over my right shoulder, you are looking into the Olympic National Park of the United States. Seaweeds are one of those fabulous organisms here in the ocean that is quite ancient, evolutionary-wise, 600 million to 1 billion years of age. Seaweed is an algae that grows here. We have about 700 different species on this coastline, and it is the precursor of all land plants. So we harvest the wild seaweeds from this coastline, and we design and manufacture over 40 different skincare products for the spa industry, and we sell these products now worldwide. Our seaweeds are actually USDA certified organic, and we're the only company in the world to have that for seaweeds. What I have here is the fastest growing plant on the planet, period. It's our fabulous Nereocystis. It's known as the giant bull kelp, and it weighs a ton, and it looks like this. It's fabulous. It's clean, it's fresh, and I'm still holding it up over my head, and it's still trailing way behind me on both sides. This particular seaweed starts to grow on December 21st, no joking. Seaweeds are linked to the tilt of the earth towards the sun. So on the winter solstice, they start to grow. We harvest this seaweed in August. We're just finishing up now. And it can be a fabulous 35 meters in length. They don't have a stem or bark like a plant. This one here has a huge, big, long stipe, almost like a snake. And it's the flexible part of the seaweed that gets it up into the ocean. So it takes its nutrients directly in. One of the most unique things about seaweed are the nutrients that they hold, the vitamins that they carry, the minerals that they have. People often ask me, well, why are seaweeds so healthy? And the crux of it is right here. Seaweeds are some of the healthiest plants on the planet. Clean oceans mean clean seaweeds, high nutrients, minerals, and unique compounds. But seaweeds do not have a root system. It's right here. They have holdfasts only. So they're not breaking down nutrients from a soil. They are attached to rocks. There it goes. And from this holdfast rises these fabulous seaweeds directly into the ocean, and they take their nutrients directly from the ocean. So that's how they're so unique and different from land plants. Here's another kelp. Kelps generally refer to brown seaweeds. And look at this one. It's like a clothesline. And you have the big, long stipe at the top, and you have the fronds attached to one. And if you take a close look at them, seaweeds are more like fabric. This is our Seaflora Seaweed Center. We now bring our seaweeds in here where we process them. We take our seaweeds after we've harvested them, and depending on the type of seaweed, we will either, press it, cold press it, juice it, grind it, blend it. With our seaweeds, we work with the whole plant. We maintain the fiber. We want to keep the richness of it. The standard seaweed extract in the world market today is white, bleached, and doesn't have vitamins or minerals in it. This means for us is that our products that we create from our wild seaweeds are rich and varied in their colors, in their textures, and in their purposes. So we really like to take advantage of that beautiful wild resource out there and minimally treat it to make some very interesting products.